Now, the morning sprint.
A Pasco woman is dead and a man injured after a car struck a semi on US 395 Sunday afternoon. Washington State Patrol said the driver of the car, 28-year-old Ricky Cruz from Pasco, was transported to a hospital. But the passenger, 23-year-old Carly Moore, died at the scene. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office was pursuing the car northbound on US 395 approaching Foster Wells when the car crossed into the southbound lanes and hit the semi. Officials said neither of them were wearing their seatbelts. The semi-driver was not injured. A Pendleton woman was killed Saturday in a crash while riding an ATV. According to the Umatilla County Sheriff's Office, 33-year-old Jessica Whitney Ice passed away after crashing her ATV in the area of Highway Springs Road, just east of Umatilla County. Oregon State Police is now investigating the cause of the crash. A 28-year-old man was shot to death at the Vancouver International Airport in what authorities say was a gang-related killing. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police said officers intercepted the suspected getaway car shortly after the 3 p.m. shooting at the airport and came under fire. At least 2 suspects escaped, but no officers were injured. Officials say the 28-year-old shooting victim was known to police, and the incident was related to a gang conflict that has been seen in the region a lot lately. There's been a string of shootings in the Vancouver area over the last several days, including 2 separate daytime shooting deaths in busy shopping malls. Firefighters in Prosser are providing a clearer picture of Saturday's fire that tore through buildings in the downtown area. The 3-alarm fire started in the meat locker at Bennett Avenue shortly before 1 p.m. Minutes later, smoke rose from the business. After a nearly 9-hour battle, the fire was brought under control. According to officials, the butcher shop Underwood's Prosser Lockers is a total loss, and the Prosser Police Department suffered extensive damage. Additionally, Prosser City Hall had moderate damage, and Cook's Ace Hardware and the Masonic Temple both have smoke and water damage. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. However, there were no injuries reported. Over the weekend, flames tore through a home in East Kennewick. The fire started Friday night inside a mobile home in Garden Vista Park off Gum Street. Luckily, no one was hurt, and officers were able to temporarily evacuate neighboring units until the fire was under control. While the cause is still under investigation, officials say they think a kitchen appliance started the fire, and it quickly got out of control. The search for a missing Idaho woman ended over the weekend after a body was found by K-9 units. 55-year-old Deb Hendricks was reported missing on January 11th after her car was found on the side of the highway near Meacham, Oregon. Some of Hendricks' personal belongings, like her ID and wallet, were found early into the search, which prompted police to deploy K-9 units and drones to increase their efforts. Shortly after that, K-9 units located a body. There's emerging evidence that people not only need 2 full doses of the COVID-19 vaccine, but eventually maybe a third. Across the U.S., COVID-19 vaccine eagerness continues to level off. The average daily pace of doses reported to be given is down 20% from last week. Top U.S. health officials are working toward a goal of getting 70% of Americans at least 1 dose by July 4th.
I think we're going to be able to do it, and I think it's by changing a little bit of the strategy.
Vaccine maker Moderna said a booster shot for its coronavirus vaccine revs up the immune response against 2 worrying variants, and a booster dose formulated specifically to match the variant first seen in South Africa was even more effective. And this brings us to the results of our poll question of the day. We wanted to know, would you get a coronavirus booster shot? 70% of you said yes, 30% of you said no. Thanks for weighing in. 4 people are dead after a shooting and a fire near Baltimore on Saturday. 2 adult men and 1 woman were among those killed. The suspect was shot and killed by police at the scene. It started early Saturday morning when Baltimore County Police responded to emergency calls about a fire and an active shooter.
Those reports were for an active fire as well as an active shooter outside. Our officers responded to this scene. When they arrived, they found a man outside armed. That threat was neutralized. At that point, firefighters were able to address the fire.
No officers were injured in the shooting incident. An arson investigator said the fire started in a townhome and spread to 2 other homes. They believe the fire is connected to the shooting.
Just turning over to 6:56, a beautiful start to your Monday. Let's get you out the door first with that live look. This is in downtown Yakima. Not a cloud in sight there. So sun is going to be up all day long. Pretty quick warm up throughout the day today as well. Sunset later on at 8:17. So switching over to some of our current temperatures. A little deceiving with that sun out. 39 currently in the Tri-Cities, 44 in Walla Walla, 40 in Pendleton, and then 44 in Yakima. So we're pretty clear and quiet locally, even around the Pacific Northwest. But we have one little weak system that's just east of Spokane that will not impact our weather. So there's a look at later on this afternoon. Just mostly sunny, decent warm up this afternoon. More beautiful weather in store for us Tuesday. Might see some high clouds moving through here on Wednesday. You can see a few showers well up to our north. And then even on Thursday, we'll have just some filtered sunshine as well for your Thursday afternoon. Numbers out there for later in the day today. We're going to jump up to 76 in the Tri-Cities, 72 in Walla Walla. Hanford today at 76, Connell at 73, and 74 degrees for Yakima. So many locations today will be right around average for this time of the year. So lots of sunshine over the next week. Temperatures will continue to climb. So mid-80s heading in our direction Wednesday through the end of the work week. Even this weekend, it will be beautiful. 80 degrees on Saturday with a high of 81 on Sunday. And then a look ahead as well to that 7-day forecast for Yakima. Each and every day getting warmer for you and enjoying lots of sun. So the sunglasses just keep nearby for you throughout the work week. So 77 on Tuesday, low 80s Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Even as you look ahead into your weekend, you'll still be enjoying more sunshine as well. 75 degrees on Saturday and then up to 77 on Sunday. So it doesn't get much better this. I know we need some rain, but the warmer temperatures will certainly feel nice.
Very excited about this weather. Thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next. Cap gave you local news is always on at yaktrinews.com.